Hello, my friends. My name is Xenia. Somebody already knows me. I would like to tell you about the war in Ukraine that is happening right now. Already 1 month, Russia has invaded Ukraine. Russian tanks came to Ukraine. What is happening exactly that it's a month of the war was killed civil citizens, was killed a lot of kids, was ruined so many towns, so many lives, so many houses. And I hope it's not war in the future. What happened? Russia attacked Ukrainians while they were sleeping. It was 5 a.m., 24th of February. Somebody was expecting this? No. Somebody can explain why that happened? No. Or maybe yes. Yes, maybe it happened actually because of the power, money, land, territory, money against money. About that, Ukraine has good soil, has a good land that is bordering many European countries. It was planned that Ukraine would be taken in 3-4 days, but we're standing till now. I'm very proud to be Ukrainian, and I feel very guilty that I'm safe now, that I'm in US when everything this happened, and I saw this. I couldn't sleep like most of my friends that are living out of the Ukraine. You feel guilty that you are fine, that your sky is peaceful. There is no day when you don't pray for your friends, for your family, for your relatives. Now we say that my family, it's not just the people that I count on my hands, it's also, and the people with my last name, it's also 44 millions of people. 5 millions of people have evacuated from Ukraine. Last week, my parents have evacuated to their home to Spain. They're lucky to have home, but somebody didn't. Thinking to many European countries, Ukrainians can have temporary housing, can have documents to live there, to have jobs, but no one will never forget this terror, what they passed through and what is passing through now Ukraine. Many of my friends stayed in Ukraine because they couldn't leave their husbands. Many of my friends, they left their husbands with their kids to be safe. Many of my friends, they are now in the army of Ukraine. They don't stop working. They don't stop working. They don't sleep. Many Ukrainians were killed. They were just in the line to take a breath. Many kids were killed just being in their beds. I know you're my friend and you're an intelligent person and human being, and you understand what happened. That the person comes to your home and kills your family. Will you forgive this person? Will you hate this person? There is no forgiveness. And it's impossible not to hate. This is what's happening right now with Ukrainian citizens, and they hate Russians. Most of the Ukrainians hate most of the Russians. 70% of Russians, they believe that what is happening, it's right. They believe they are president. Like this propaganda works. Like this propaganda worked for 20 years. If you would say that normal Russian person is not, doesn't have a guilt and he's not guilty of what is happening now, I will tell you you're wrong. He was feeding his president for 20 years. He was not protesting against this president. He was paying his taxes to pay this army. He is still investing in this war. They deserve to suffer. They deserve to live in hell, to burn in hell. They deserve all that pain that mothers pass through seeing their kids dying right now. People were melting snow in Ukraine because they didn't have water. They were dying in their shelters under the ground of pneumonia. Fuck COVID. Nobody cares about COVID anymore, right? Because there were no heat, there was no water, no medicine supplies, no food supplies, because promises of Russia, they are not promises, they are splash on the toilet. But Ukraine will not surrender anymore. No, they will not see the white flag. Never. The Russia will have it. The Russia will ask for forgiveness, but no, there is no forgiveness for killing our future, for killing our kids. We believe in our history, in our power, in every life that was lost. We believe in our dream, in our future, in our glory, and in our victory. Till now, they are killing and raping our women. They're doing this till now. They're ruining our towns. They're cutting the water, electricity, gas, food supplies. But we will stay strong. We'll help each other. I can help sending my words to the world like this, like a usual human being, usual citizen of my country, to help to stop the war, to help to close the sky over Ukraine, to make the sky the same as safe as in many other countries in the world. I would like to share with you some of the videos. They're harsh. I don't know if YouTube will let me to show this all, but it's the truth. It's the truth how people are living right now. Let's take a moment.
Аптека, блядь. Где? Блядь.
Пизда, скорую, блядь. Бегом.
Вы понимаете, я сама россиянка. И я должна сказать, что я всю жизнь мечтала вернуться на свою родину, но на данный момент я должна сказать, что таких сволочей, как они, я в своей жизни еще не видела. И я никогда не могла подумать о том, что они приедут меня защищать. Я их просила об этом. Я просила Кадырова забрать мое золотое колечко себе на ворота. Нет. Суки они.
It's like this is the new reality of Ukrainians right now. I hope it won't last for long. And I would like to share with you what is happening right now in Ukraine and about the city Mariupol. Many people now know the city Mariupol. This is what is happening. Right now, the Russian occupiers are forcibly deporting thousands of Mariupol residents to Russia. In total, about 15,000 Mariupol residents were deported illegally. There are reports that the Russian occupiers confiscate people's passports and other Ukrainian and spy documents. The deported people are first taken to so-called filtration camps, then redistributed to various cities in Russia. What the Russian occupiers are doing cannot be explained. First, they blockade a peaceful city, deliberately start killing people, and then forcibly deport them to their territory. Ukraine experienced this only during the Second World War. Unfortunately, history repeats itself. Only now, instead of Nazis, are Russians. We are currently forming a base of deported Mariupol residents and will work on their return to Ukraine. No genocide to the Ukrainian people. Europe, you can be next tomorrow. Everyone can be next tomorrow, not just Europe. It's harsh what is happening right now. And Russia, I will tell one thing, that who doesn't know that Russia and Ukraine, they are really different, two different countries. It's not just began 1991 after when the Soviet Union broke. No, it happened thousands of years ago from the Kiev for us. But today is not a history lesson. This will be my second lesson, my second video about how we are different, that Ukraine is not Russia. I wanted to say that during all the existence, Ukraine in Soviet Union, it was always bullied. Ukraine is she, we call her, it's she. Our culture, our language, our poets were sent, and journalists were sent to camps also because they wanted to spread the word to the world what was happening, really, how Stalin was making famine in Ukraine, how people were enslaved, were killed, how Ukrainian culture wanted to be disappeared. Now we are stronger, much stronger, and we will not give our home. We will not give away our land. We will not give away our future, our everything. And now I will share with you one more video.
February 24th, 2022, the Russian Federation invaded Ukraine. In the past month, 1,200 missiles have been fired at Ukrainian cities. A nuclear power plant has caught on fire. Kindergartens, schools, and hospitals have been damaged and are being targeted. Residential homes are being bombed, civilians shot, and in besieged Mariupol, people are burying their relatives on the streets. More than 130 children have died. The world predicted that the surrender of Kiev would take 72 hours. But the Ukrainian armed forces, for nearly a month, have heroically fought the advance of one of the largest armies in the world. Unarmed Ukrainians bravely walk up to tanks of the occupiers. They're ready to give their lives for their independence. Ukraine stands as the outpost of world democracy and a symbol of freedom against oppression. And in the 1 minute you've been watching this video, over 50 children have been forced to flee their homes. Support Ukraine.
Many kids were taken from the shelters. They had closed eyes. They had closed eyes for them not to see dead people around that wouldn't be buried at that time. Ukraine has incredible history. It will stand. Ukraine, she will stand. People will stand. And the glory and the victory will be ours. I want to believe that the good wins. Slava Ukraini! Glory to Ukraine. Героям слава. Glory to the heroes. Thank you.